What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of my Witcher 3 Blood and Wine Let's Play. Today, I thought I would start by checking out the vineyard that was given to me by the Duchess. So let's get rolling.
What's inside your catnip? That is mine!
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Blee family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colourful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Let's get a little tour.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
He said what I said.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
It matters not that a man's as fit as a fiddle.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful. especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Pretty.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Is this witch who steals little ones, grinds their bones to flour, bakes gingerbread biscuits out of it?
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he nearly broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Huh.
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
A man who dare not down some red is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light, then give my wife a good long night.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
You smell that? Those are the vapors
The
of...
cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
His lady, a roaring dittle.
As you can see, the facade is, to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. One must admit, time has taken its toll. If Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Yeah, let's do a little bit.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Let's start with the house.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Let's do it.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffs the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Yeah, let's
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
get going. Guess there's not really much I can do with the place at the moment. So, in the meantime, I feel like I should take the time to hit some of these notice boards and try to populate my map. So let's do that.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then give my wife a good
What's the best way to get out of here? So I go out the back way.
Come on, Roach.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light.
Pile of work remains.
This place is so picturesque. Go, doggo.
Did chasing down witches make you go grey? Lamet, my friend.
Stop,
It's
send the
common
whip,
knowledge
await those
from
running
Vino
riot.
Nero yields
Our
the
dodgy
best
value.
sleep.
Alright. Vermentino wine, easy drinking anytime. Have a taste for the fine vintages but cannot afford to lose your clarity of mind? Try wine from the Vermentino vineyard. You can down a whole cask and suffer no hangover the next morning. The secret? The high percentage, in fact it's nearly 100%, of water in our wines. Drink Vermentino and join us in our efforts to promote sobriety among the citizens of Tucson. So what, you make like entirely alcohol-free wine? Beware, Cooterin, Manor, whatever. Manor. Don't even go close. Okay, we're definitely going to go close. At some point. I tell fairy tales. For a modest fee, I'll visit your home and tell a story about anything you request. I know how to amuse children, but I can also spin yarns to entertain adults. Invite me and you shall see. Listening to a good story can make your life's hardships easier to bear. Beware of monsters. Monsters known as bar guests have been spotted near the cemetery. All vineyard workers are thus advised to depart for home before dusk, preferably in groups. It is also recommended they choose routes which bypass the cemetery. Failure to adhere to these safety precautions could lead to serious consequences, including but not limited to mental trauma, crippling injury, and being torn apart and devoured. Very nice. I need a hard-hined man. Who won't spill his sphincter at the sight of sorcery and can give a witch a good fecking hiding if it comes to it. That is a weird sentence. You'll find me chopping wood near Fox Hollow. My name is Jacob, and chopping wood is what I do. All you poop for brains feckers who think you're jesters, I'm warning you. Jesting's over. Okay. Beauclair oak lumber for sale. If you're looking to buy some Beauclair oak and don't mind if the paperwork's not all in order, I can help out. Ask for Felipe at the Ryokan logging outpost. Okay. We got a quest. The thought occurs that I definitely need to make some money. 3,000. Damn. Alright, where are we going next? We're gonna cross the bridge.
That's it, Roach.
They are unanimous on the matter. So, if I am to buy your wine, I shall be enchanted.
My mama's to have a belly this big. Now, where'd you get them catty peepers?
Catty peepers.
A job is like a lady.
I placed the
You can always
first
get a new
bid.
one.
But I made the best offer.
Excuse me, sir. Imperial cuisine. The Cockatrice Inn offers a wide variety of Nilfgaardian specialties. Try our delectable hare pate, our famous crayfish soup, and grilled vegetables harvested under the Empire's sunny skies. Affordable prices. Long live His Imperial Majesty, Emir Var Imrais, Daithwan Adan Incarn et Morvad. Okay. Milling services. Nowhere else can grind your grain as finely as Count Delacroix's mill. We request all mailing orders be submitted by 10 in the morning. Young, wealthy, handsome, athletic man with no noisome habits, seeking true, tender, soulful love. Look for him around the vineyard every Tuesday and every third Tuesday. Shouldn't that just be one or the other? Nanny needed for the offspring, ages 4 and 7 of a recently perished knight-errant. Candidates should be soft on the eyes, free of vice, and well-mannered and patient. I'm not that. Pestered by pesky caterpillars devouring your vines, don't waste coin on magic protection and rituals. The famed critter-gobbling martins of Coronata will have your problem solved in a flash. Order now, and we'll give you a pair for the price of a male. Leash, muzzle, and anti-rabies concoction provided for free. Please note, marten repellent not included. Okay. Vermin vineyard workers diddle their own mums, and one of them does his da too. Okay. That's nice.
Most amusingly, the locals believe,
Some medieval shade.
for instance, the giant, which the night they call
Alright, what's next? What's next? Got a little bit of distance to cover.
Let's go!
Let's speed the pace up a little bit. What do we got down here?
Let me hold our breath. It is positively risky.
Pardon me. Perhaps you could help me. You seem a strapping lad.
What's the problem?
I acquired this old storehouse at auction. As it turns out, it stinks like an Ophiri larder and is loud as a Novigrad brothel. Bumboch it all, I infested my life savings. Now I fear to go inside. Do help me, Witcher.
Let's get paid.
Look into it, maybe. As long as you have the means to pay me.
Not a huge reward, but let's see if we can get 180.
Fine, so be it.
Okay.
We've a deal.
All right. I'll take a look inside your storehouse.
Just a few more ledges, and I should get through Gaz's Creek.
Stinks of carrion. Necrophages.
To re-up our potions. And necrophage oil. Black blood. Might as well hit that too. Got an algal. Goodies. Yeah.
Reeks in here.
Don't want any of that. We got more somewhere? Yep. This way. that the last one? Yes, it was. Okay, let's go get paid.
And is the storehouse safe? Well, have you seen to my storehouse?
Storehouse was full of rotten meat. Attracted ghouls I had to get rid of.
Saint Lebioda's calloused heels. But is it safe now? Completely?
Mm-hmm. Though I'd advise you to clean the meat out quick, before other ghouls show up.
Of course. Yes, I shall put my men to it, tout sweet. Meanwhile, perhaps you need something? I've a meager stock just now, but come back in 2 days to see a full array. At a discount that will make you cross-eyed.
I don't know if you have anything to buy, but I'll definitely sell you some shit.
Show me what you're peddling.
Let's see. Dump some wine. Yeah.
Was wondering, previous owners, what did they use the warehouse for? Why was it full of carrion?
It was Gottfried Nork's before it was mine. Yes, that Nork. Toussaint's most famed charcutier. That is, until his saucisse à la moutarde poisoned half the court of her illustrious highness the Duchessa.
Take it he fell out of favor.
Favor's not the word. He was cast in prison. All his property confiscated and auctioned off.
Alright, later, dude.
So long.
Birch, where'd you go? There you are.
Deadly thirst. Let's go.
Get back up to the road, and we are on our way. One of the things I like so much about this game is there's always something that you can just makes you want to stop and partake.
Something's not right.
Me oh my! A witch fella!
She cured my cat. There's no better place for your sick pet to recuperate than the druidess's hut in the northern part of Duntine. I know folks say there's something odd about that woman. I can't deny it. She is far from normal. When I visited her, I saw her sniff at a handful of straw as if it were the most irresistible of perfumes. I took a sniff as well. It smelled just like a normal wisp of straw to me. She won't look you in the eye, but animals take to her like bees to honey. My tomcat is old and has been getting rather sickly, but after 2 days at the druidess's, he's full of vim and vinegar once more. He chases mice like he used to and has a hearty appetite. Haven't seen a cat so happy in a long while. Okay. Anyone want some rocks? I have a wagon load of crushed volcanic tuff for sale. We dug out a cellar and got no use for all this rubble. Maybe someone from the Blessjoy Valley would be interested. You could build something with it, or, with a bit of ingenuity, turn it into a mud bath. No better cure for lower back pain than a dip in tuff. Okay. Humble request. I lost all my fingers in the sawmill on the edge of the Caraberta Woods. Good folk, take pity on a poor cripple and bring me nourishment from time to time. I thank you in advance, and Lebiota bless. Warning, I took my wife out to dine the other night. It was our 14th anniversary, and we wanted to celebrate it suitably, which is why we selected the Cockatrice Inn. The food that we were served was so foul my wife vomited it all out while still at the end and I did the same when we reached home. I have no idea what we were served, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it had been the corpse of a raftsman fished out of the river, one that had drowned quite some time ago, for an odor that potent does not develop overnight. They tried to convince us that we were eating fresh crayfish, and I'm the Duchess's daughter. Okay. Contract, alright. Monster of Tufo. I hereby announce the following. The vineyard known as Tufo, which is counted among my possessions and is famed throughout all the world for the superb Melon Blanc it produces, is beset by some monstrosity. Any knight who tracks the beast down and slays it will not only prove his honor, but also earn a reward of not insignificant size. Therefore, hear my call, all brave and valorous men of Toussaint, and make haste to Tufo to converse with the undersigned about the contract. Okay. Another contract. Mysterious plummeting cattle. Urgently needed. A specialist used to the strange and extraordinary. Must be fast and reliable. Sorcerer, druid, or witcher preferred. Problem involves cattle sick falling out of the sky at night and must be cleared up fast. Work must resume at quarry soon, as we're up against tight deadlines. For details, see foreman of our Dazo quarry. Okay. So let's take a look here. Go to the Tufo Vineyard. Customs in Toussaint. Let's go with this one. Where are we going? Okay, it's right over there. Alright, come on, Roach.
Have you seen these prices? I must have drunk a crazy
Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine. But me, all is in order!
Might we speak?
This guy.
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Ah, you the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'll call you whatever I want.
Listen, friend. There's an enormous difference between us, but it's not about status. It's about me having 2 swords on my back, and you having none. So I'll call you whatever I want, and you either deal with that or solve your monster problem yourself.
The gall! I shall file a complaint with your guild.
Make sure you address it to customer service. Kaer Morhen, Kedwin. Now talk, before I change my mind and go.
Nordlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the problem. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of.
Okay.
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in social status, you remember the farmhand's name, maybe?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yea or nay?
Let's talk about how much you're gonna
Depends.
pay.
What kind of reward are we talking about?
Okay, let's see. See if we can push over 600. Okay.
Fine. Seems I must take the loss. Agreed.
I'll do it.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
Okay. Let's go check this place out. Go to the cellars after dark. So I guess we gotta meditate. Let's re-up the potions.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Alright, let's look around.
Steal all his shit first. This past half fortnight is forced to reassign 3 workmen to cleaning up the damage caused by the Earth's strange trembling. Okay. I hear a sound, apparently.
Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? What then? The tunnel? That's better. Kicky Moores?
Kicky Moores. I think there's insectoids. I'm gonna assume that, at least. Are they insectoids? Yes. Okay, well, torch is a little redundant. Not what I wanted to
Goes
do.
on and on this tunnel. Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
They're raising my toxicity.
Getting more interesting by the minute. Something's been feeding on them. Kicking more eggs. Should destroy them before the young hatch. Vineyard. Damn it. Young could hatch any minute.
Okay. Which way are we going? More.
Last one.
Is there a way to go, or...
No kicking more dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws. Water coursing. Underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores. It is big. Very big. Won't learn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface.
Okay.
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
First non-dickish thing you said.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Hear you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Where did you last see Jean-Luc, madame? Exactly.
In the fields, north of here, by the wood.
New seedlings there? I was under the distinct impression we had planted them all on the south slope.
Almost all, my dear. I requested that some be planted to the north, by the grove. Just the remainders.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built. Hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
Ugh. You're a douchebag.
Perhaps I can turn these tunnels into an...
Alright. Let's go check out.
Rolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful. Up to our necks
Look for
in
this
work.
farmhand.
Make themselves sick.
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here. Good vintage. Must have been a special occasion. Someone had a picnic or something. Track split. Woman turned back here. Man kept going. Trail ends here. Looks like she went back to the manor.
Those are her footprints.
Man's footprints lead here. Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Large, deep tracks. Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is Shalmar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that. Trail leads to that cave.
Oh, here we go. Come on. Get your equipment. What were you? Ugh, come on. Damn it. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Jesus.
Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Whoa, the shale mar's close. Shale mar droppings. Grubs that feed on them are a delicacy to giant centipedes. Shale mar's lair, gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here. Fresh corpse. Must be Jean-Luc. Crushed ribs, cracked skull. Shale mar did this. No two ways about it. Silver pendant. A lock of hair inside. Same color as Madame de Bourbeau's. Highly decayed, partly eaten. Been lying here a while.
Alright, let's brew this stuff.
Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave. Ugh, that stench.
What is this?
Shalemore will be here any minute.
Alright, Shalemore, so we need...
Come on, show me your claws.
we need some relic oil. And hard. Wasn't expecting that. Oh shit. Got him.
I just gotta chop off its head and go get my reward.
Okay. Let's go talk to the dickhead. Damn it. Keep getting stuck on shit. Damn you, cave. Oh, what? What is this? We are out of the caves. Oh,
Chasing down witches make you go grey?
yes, it did, good sir.
My head positively whirling.
He's still down here?
A witcher.
The wall. Fix it by the end of the day.
You. Can we talk?
You'd best be bearing good news. Get on with it.
I'm not gonna say that.
Got rid of the beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelma? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Uh-huh. Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth.
So do you, dude.
Your reward.
As for Jean-Luc, afraid he's dead. Sorry.
Who? Oh, him. Trivial as losses go. I shall soon find another to take his place.
Right. After all, he is just a peasant. Not a Monsieur de blah, blue blah. So long.
Monsieur de blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, this has been a rather long episode. I think I'll make this my stopping point. So until next time, peace out, y'all.